Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lafayette and welcome. Well, today I'm not doing anything today. Like I said, I'm still chilling. I'm in the garage right now. So right now, there's nothing to do. I just wanted to get online to let y'all know, give you an update of what's going on. I'm chilling. I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? Like I said before, I know I had an attitude before, but now I just have to, settle with my fate, But I don't care about that. I'm just here to make videos and try to get things right, Try to get my life back together. Right now, I'm not doing nothing but eating some ramen noodles and some beans and whatever. See? I know. But I'm not doing nothing, I'm trying to just download these games on my One X player. Particularly The Last of Us Part 2 remastered and Uncharted, all that other stuff. But like I said before, I'm not doing anything, I'm just hanging in there, And yeah, I know I seem like I'm a boring person, but I'm not. I'm just here by myself. Like I said, I'm going through a lot right now, and I wish I could be more exciting. I have a great personality. I know I am a funny person. I like to make people laugh and everything, but at the moment, it's not very exciting. I try. I'm still here. I'm not dead or anything. I'm doing what I can to try to survive, and I just got to watching Kai Cenat's video, of all the packages and PO boxes that he had got, They say, he's a very good person. I watch a lot of his videos. I'm a huge fan of his. I'm just trying to make it to where he's at. Very good person, and I don't know how by going through PO boxes and all that, but I figured, people have to know you, better because nobody gonna give you anything for free, That's for, for those who really care about you. But in these days and age, you have to be somebody, or at least try to be somebody that, people would like, I've tried it, I mean, I really could care less, whether people like me or not, I'm just being me, So, but yeah, I would like to, because there's a lot of stuff that I need, Not saying I'm jealous of anyone, or well, maybe I am, but you would figure that, someone who doesn't have, at least someone with at least, whatever. I don't care nothing about that. But like I said before, it's just an update of what I'm going through, and I don't know. Like I said before, if there's anyone out there that that's going through the same thing I'm going through, or just like this type of videos, and would like to give something back. I'm taking all donations. Like I said, I'm going through a lot. Like I said, my brother just got into an accident not too long ago. What was that, last week? Yeah, last week. And like I said, my brother hasn't been out the hospital yet, so I haven't seen him. I seen the car. The car was totaled. I'm guessing that, because my brother doesn't wear a seatbelt. So, yeah, of course he's going to be fucked up. He probably flew out the windshield. Dummy. I told him once before. I told him, hey, keep your seatbelt on. But, oh, well. My dad's doing all right. His leg was broken. He's doing better. Like I said, I had so many thoughts of a lot of stuff, don't want to talk about it, but I figure I'll make it someday, somebody be a man or woman enough to help me out, but it is what it is. I'm just here doing what I can. Like I said before, I live in the garage, so I mean to put myself on blast like that, but like I said, I keep it real. I'm a real true OG. I ain't no sugarcoat, none of that. So you get to see exactly what I go through on a day-to-day basis. I know I haven't been uploading videos lately, but I just say, I say fuck it, I try to upload every day, you know, from now on, you know, because I know that's what people want, you know what I mean? Be more exciting, and I try, but how exciting can I be if I'm, you know, halfway homeless and don't have anything, you know? I try to reach out, you know. I'm not a quitter, you know, and there's many times I could have quit, but, you know, I'm not. So I got to get up and walk around, just don't sit in one spot, like I said. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm just, like I said, I would like to, like I said, I have 2 donation links, you know, in the description, you know, for those who like feel me, you know. But like I said before, you know, I understand I have to build myself up. You know, people don't know me like that. You know, I'm trying, you know. There's a lot of people who do know me personally on the streets. They already know who I am and what I've been through, and, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I try to keep a smile on my face. Wouldn't you, you know? So, like I said before, you know, I do what I do. You know what I mean? I'm just here trying to do what I do, you know. I know I'm just ranting on, but I just, you know, there's not much to talk about. You know, I wish I had somebody to do videos with, you know what I mean? It'd be a little more exciting, you know. But like I said before, it's my channel is all about life struggles, and, you know, and how to get over that, you know what I'm saying, and get them, be on top, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what you're going through. No one's going to stop you and deter you from your goals. And I have goals, you know what I mean? Oh, Lafayette, what is your goals? Oh, my goals are typical. Nice job, you know what I mean? A nice paying job, like I had at Goodwill. Them bastards. Anyway, like a good job, like, you know, Goodwill. Paying enough, not just enough just to feed myself, but, you know what I mean? For everything else, you know, because I was living from paycheck to paycheck, you know what I mean? Because I have my iPhone, you know, I still have to pay on it, you know what I mean? I haven't paid in, wow, 2 months, so my phone is off, you know what I mean? For some reason, I can still get text, and like I said, I use a third-party app to, you know, make calls and stuff like that to jobs and all that other stuff. But now, since my dad and car is totaled, and there is no jobs nowhere near where I stay at. I'm talking about miles. So if I was to blessed to get a job, how would I get there? Can't walk 20, 30 miles. It's not going to happen. So what I'm doing now is, you know, my dad was like, be patient. You know what I mean? We're going to get another vehicle. Everything will be fine. You'll be right back on track and everything. You know what I mean? I mean, before I'd have been like, fuck what you talking about? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. There's no such thing as hope. You know what I mean? But now it's like, you know, I'm here and I got to ride it out. You know what I mean? I'm going to do whatever it takes to get on top, to be where I want to be. You know what I mean? All my other goals, like I said, a nice house. Who wouldn't want a house? I don't like apartments. I want a house. I like cutting grass and all that other shit. I don't know about the family thing, is how I'm not that good looking of a guy. You know what I mean? I have a great personality, but that's not good enough. You know what I mean? You have to look halfway decent. I can give 2 fucks about that. But I have no kids, but anyway. But yeah, just to live normally. I'm a true PC gamer. I love my games, you know what I'm saying? Since I was little, you know, so that's another goal, you know, get all my games and stuff by custom PC game, you know what I mean? I want that new RTX 5090. Who has that? Y'all lucky sons of bitches. I had to sell my gaming PC, like I said, a few weeks ago. And, you know, I told myself once I sold that was my life, because video games are my life. And not to be all sounding shenanigan or whatever, but when I sold my PC, I was going to, you know what I mean? Because that's my life. That's all I did. But you see, I'm still here. And like I said, the only thing I have is my One X player. That's the only thing I have left out of all my shit, except for, as you can see, my original Xbox right here, custom, is Crystal. My Xbox 360 down here. I'm sorry, I can't see it, but I have a original Xbox too. It's custom, all you know what I mean. I modded it myself. I mod consoles and stuff like that. I'm a nerd, so an old nerd. I don't care. I'm smart and I got common sense. And I have my PlayStation 2, which, you know, it's modded too, you know what I mean? Running the OPL. So I have the whole full library on that. So my life, that's all I want. Simple, you know what I mean? Nice house. 2 or 3 bedroom, you know what I mean? Because I got a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Nice little vehicle. Nothing too big, you know what I mean? A Tahoe or something like that. That's what I want because I love music. I love bass and all that. You know what I mean? I have thousands and thousands of songs and music that I don't even listen to anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of stuff. Most of it's R&B and rap, but I digress. But like just to live normally. You know what I mean? Someone's to come into my life. Yeah, I don't know. Might push my way like, wow, it took this long. But anyway, I'm just trying to keep myself going, you know. But yeah, like I said, nice crib, job, cool. I got my games and everything. I'm good, you know. And I smoke weed. So what? Got my weed. I'm gonna grow my own shit. That's what I do. You know what I mean? But I don't want to get, you know. But yeah, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Just want to give you an update. I'm gonna try to post every day. You know. For those who are subscribed, I really thank you. I appreciate it. You didn't have to subscribe, but I really do appreciate that, you know. So, yeah. I know I was all up on the camera like that, but, you know, how it is, you know. I like to be in focus in the camera so some people can't see, whatever. But, yeah, I'm not doing anything, you know. It's my little setup. You know, hot plate, boom, boom, where I sleep at. Like I said, my 1X player. And right now, like I said, I was downloading a game. My shit's all over the place. I know my shoes, all that, 1X player, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. That's my shit right there, but I don't care. That's just how I am. Oh, you're exposing yourself. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's my life. That's what my channel's about. Shit. Fuck. Like I said, OG, hey, you see everything how it is. There ain't no sugarcoat, ain't none of that new age bullshit. So, for mature audiences only. And I mean mature. But, yeah. Like I said before, and, oh yeah, like I said before, I was, a couple of other channels I'll watch, like I said, Jay's 2 Cents. If you're, so happen to watch this video, like I said, if you need any more employees or whatever, I would love to work for you, you know, because you got a great personality. And I love working with computers. I'm a nerd. I have not as much skills as you do, but I have a lot of skills, and I would think I would be a good asset. You know what I mean? Not just you, but Tech Linus, you too. You know, anyone out there who's in that type of business or whatever, or anyone who was hiring, I would appreciate it. You know, if you could hit me up in my DMs or whatever. You know, because right now, hope is like, oh, not very good. But like I said before, I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. I'm not a pussy, and I'm not going to give up that easy. You know what I mean? Eventually, someone with common sense who actually cares about people will see this video and be like, you know what? I'm going to give them that one shot, regardless. That's all a person wants, is just that one shot, regardless if they have the skills or not. Like I said before, won't you be proud of yourself if you gave somebody just that one shot to prove who they are and what they can do? And then you can sit back and be like, oh my God, I done got this guy under my wing and he's doing so great and everything. And just to sit back and be like, I did that. You know, I helped this person out, and now this person is doing so great. You know what I mean? It's almost like I wouldn't say nothing like a father figure or something like that, but it kind of feels that way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of him. You know, he did, you know what I mean? Though he's a grown man, but I did that. I helped him out. I helped somebody else out. You know what I mean? And that feels good. You know what I mean? To help someone else. Not just to be like, yeah, I don't care. You know, I'm on top and he's down there and I already got what I want. You know what I mean? Struggling, whatever. And the other thing else that pisses me off is, you know, a lot of these companies like, well, you're gonna You're going to have the skills in order to well, if no one hires you to even try to get the skills, how would you get the skills? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? You can't train yourself. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Somebody had to train you. That's the only thing I don't like about these companies. I understand you will want somebody who already knows the shit, but somebody had to teach them. Somebody had to hire and give them a chance to do that, so that they can have the skills to, you know what I mean? This is how it is, you know what I mean? So how can, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of things I don't know how to do. I'm not gonna know how to do unless somebody train me to. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the skills. So of course, nobody had no skills. If you're not gonna hire them to give them a chance to train them, come on now. I just don't wake up just knowing everything. If that's the case, I wouldn't be doing none of this stuff. I wouldn't need none of that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't need you. But anyway, I'm here and I'm not going nowhere no time soon. Like I said, I'm gonna keep on going, keep making videos. Like I said, eventually, I'll make it on top. You know what I mean? Man, I just hope that it's soon, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Typical, I'll make it. I don't care what nobody says. I'm going to make it regardless. And I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. So, like I said, for those who are my subscribers, I really appreciate you. I really do. That really means a lot to me. And for those who's watching this video, say, man, this guy's telling the truth. I mean, I really feel him. I mean, you know what? I'm with you, bro. I really appreciate you too. I'd appreciate it more if you, like, comment, subscribe. Like, I've been asking people to comment. They don't, people don't have nothing to say, I don't care. Keep your mouth shut. I don't care. But I'm going to say whatever. You know what I mean? If I have a comment, if I have something to say to somebody, I'm going to say it. Like I said, if you like this type of content, subscribe. Because you're going to get more videos than this. A lot more. I'm going to try my best, And I really do appreciate all my subscribers. And for those who are thinking about subscribing, you're not going to be disappointed. There's a lot more. I'm going to take you on a life journey pretty much every day, or whenever I can, And then take you through my daily life every day until the day I am successful. And then from then on, so you'll know that even though you could be down and out, never give up hope regardless. Because eventually, someone out there will help you. Like I said, my bad. I appreciate those who are subscribed, and I appreciate those who is watching this video and are thinking about subscribing. I really pray that you do, because I'm here to stay. And I really appreciate all of y'all. And thank you for tuning in my channel. And have a great day.